Our guest today is definitely a jack of all trades, though definitely not a master of none. Some might know him for his wacky take on Conyo culture, definitely know him for that. But beyond the laughs, he also is making waves with his bold and funky, as well as colorful art. And he is here to walk us through the creative chaos that brings his magic to life. The beautiful day, Raco Ruiz, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I'm not used to waking up this early, so I hope to have enough energy.
No one is.
We've been doing this show for almost a year, and we still don't know how we get up in the morning.
Really?
Exactly.
It's just one of those things. But you know, we're looking through your content, and we're looking through all the work that you do, and it's interesting because you came from just making fun of SpongeBob, making him SpongeBro, making fun of Conyo, making fun of Conyo culture at Ateneo Lasal, UP. I guess UST.
Kinda. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Honorary.
Sorry mga tumasan.
Honorary, Conyo.
Oh, depende. Yung mga pumupot ng tough minsan. Pag naka-break sila.
Nag-happy tea sila. Ume-epal sa happy tea.
ako. Nagpupunta ako minsan sa Taft.
Exactly.
That's the party place kasi. That's the place to party.
Okay.
Yeah.
But of course, sorry Mo, welcome to college culture. But apart from that, you now also do art, visual art in particular. Can you tell us a bit about paano nangyari yung shift na yun?
Well, actually, visual art's always been kind of the main thing I did. Like, baby pa lang ako, crayons and me were inseparable. But it's this is the thing that caught more attention. I think if you're gonna do something more relatable, for example, Conyo culture, kahit hindi ka naman Conyo you'll find it funny because you know someone that's like that.
Yeah.
The relatability of it all. And I'm kind of just trying to keep in touch pa rin with my first love, which is visual art, and never letting that go, even if I'm making my own path as a content creator. I'm just never trying to, let go of that visual artist in me.
I just want to know where did you get your inspiration to do the Conyo content?
Oh, the Conyo content. Actually, I never intended to do as many skits as I have made, which is over 100 skits on
That's a
TikTok. But I just started with one. It originally just making fun of my friends and making fun of my schoolmates at the same time. And making fun of myself, because admittedly, Conyo rin naman ako.
So you talk like that,
well, not naman,
really bad.
It's not
not naman,
I don't know how to explain it.
not naman solid dad. I don't really talk like that, but
Like Danes, bro.
yeah, it's kind of an exaggerated version of my schoolmates mainly.
Okay.
And I have to admit also, I kind of adapt. When I'm talking to them, I also kind of talk like that. I'm a chameleon that way. And I just channel that energy through, let's make it into a skit. Let's exaggerate
But
it.
hold on. We have to do a little skit right now.
Yeah, you
Conyo
have to show our
versus
viewers.
Conyo.
Improv.
We have to do
Improv.
improv. All right,
God.
go.
Wait,
We have to do this.
you have to give us a scenario.
Yeah, there has to be a
So
prompt.
you're in
Okay,
a mall, you haven't seen each other
In,
ages,
years.
and then
And you guys went to college together,
Yeah.
and then you guys just
And
bumped
you're
into each
super
other out
good
of nowhere.
friends.
Okay.
You're married, and you're moving
then,
on in
Pao,
life.
You have so many chica for Raco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
How do we start
No,
off
we
with
can't
that?
cuss, right? No.
No.
we
We
can't cuss.
We can't cuss.
This is a
Nahihirapan din ako
family-friendly.
That's part of
I
the
think pwedeng
culture.
gagi. Pwedeng gagi.
No,
Pwedeng
gagi.
gagi.
No, I know, but I already know how he was going to greet me.
Just say gags.
Gags.
All right, are we
Yeah.
ready?
No.
And
So it's so wait, I'm gonna set the scene.
Okay.
I'm walking one way, he's walking the other way. And then
as a theater boy,
I know.
we lakay.
Okay.
action.
Ay, pare,
Gags,
bro.
it's been years na, pare. Nag-glow up ka, broski, ah.
Ganun yung last time, pare. Parang college pa
Bro,
tayo.
college
bro.
pa yun, pare. Are you still dating si Bea, pare?
Hindi na,
Ay, di na. Kayo nagkatuluyan?
Si ano na. Pero mamaya na. Kasi baka may nakikinig.
Kasi kami ni Bea ko nagkatuluyan kami. So,
Bea mo?
oo,
Sino
medyo
Bea?
engaged na kami. Si
Bea
Bea
P?
A. Si
Ah,
Bea
si Bea A.
A. Si Bea A, pare.
Paps, alam mo,
Angeles,
it's been a while.
Angeles. Dami kasi Bea A, eh. Oo,
Alam mo,
Bea Angeles.
sure ako na happy ka. Kasi pare, yung glow mo, parang iba talaga eh. Iba ngayon eh.
Glowing ka rin eh. Fisher ka, broski, ah. Fisher ka.
Very good,
Medyo fisher
talaga,
ka.
pare. Pero saan ka nag-gym ngayon, bro?
Nag-gym ako. Medyo halata ba? I've been trying to be more consistent, broski.
Paps, ano mo, nasa EAF ako, nasa anytime lang ako.
AF ka, broski. AF din ako eh. Anong branch? Anong branch?
Sa may Mulito. Sa Alabang, wala na pala sa Mulito. Sorry, Gold Gym yun dati. Pero hindi, basta sa Alabang ako.
I hit the weights there sometimes, bro. Kasi si Bea taga-Alabang eh.
Ganun ba?
Southie siya eh, oo.
North ka pa ba?
Lahat naman ng baddies taga-South eh. So, alam mo naman.
Wait lang. So let's just...
And cut, and scene.
I just lost so many brain cells. What just happened?
I kind of went into method acting mode there.
That was amazing.
I'm not really like that.
That was so good.
No, there's an amazing amount of censoring that had to happen in between.
Yeah, I like cut out so many
There were
words
so
in my mind.
many, hindi siya TV friendly sa
Yeah.
totoo lang.
That's so crazy.
But it's still wholesome. You know,
Yeah, it's
the way
wholesome.
they talk is very like
It's so-
there's a
Lambing
lot of
siya eh.
things to censor, but it's wholesome.
Yeah, lambing siya.
Where did
in a
it
way.
start? Like the Conyo
Yeah, you know what?
culture.
I've always been wondering,
Yeah.
how did this start? Paano ba kayo? Kasi syempre, even when you go to other universities, ganon din sila mag-uusap eh.
I think-
So, paano nag-unite yung ganong klaseng sound?
And then like, how did you guys like start
They're
exaggerating
actually,
it?
no, there are actually
Yeah.
different versions of it.
Yeah, there are like
so
variants.
complicated
Actually, like
pala.
Ateneo Conyo talks different from LaSalle
LaSalle
Conyo.
Conyo.
Seryoso ba?
Yeah.
There are the nuances. I think the main influence is like if you mix all these like spoiled rich kids from many different households in one school, all their language just like merges together.
Yeah, what I really enjoy is the fact that all Conyos do one thing in common, which is they cope. When I mean when they cope is that they try to sound relatable, so they try to insert Tagalog all the time.
Yeah.
But it does not work. Like,
Yes,
like it does not
exactly.
work from a context na
Yeah.
it doesn't work from a context na it sounds normal.
It's kind of like trying hard Tagalog.
Trying hard
Pero
Tagalog.
they make pilit.
They make
talaga.
pilit.
They make pilit.
You put in like an English word, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like when you say like, oh, I'm sleepy, I want to make tulog.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. And
What's funny is they
Okay.
can totally speak straight English, but they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Yeah,
Because they want to be relatable.
Yeah, but when you talk to a foreigner or someone based overseas or then you just speak English. But then if you have a friend based overseas like or if you go abroad, biglang nagtatagalog ka all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, anyway, guys, that was amazing. Thank you for that.
Thank
That was
you.
my
Yeah.
first Conyo.
Raco,
Yeah.
you know what? I have a question. So you are a jack of all trades. You know, you're a visual artist, a photographer. You do hosting as well, and all your content. How do you juggle all these creative?
Actually,
facets?
it's quite difficult. Like, as much as I'd like to split myself into four, like I can't. Like it's physically impossible. So like what I do is like I try to alternate it. And like the hard part about that is like as much as I want to go 100% in one direction, I just can't. So I just split it into like 25, 25, 25, 25.
Okay.
So like instead of like going hard in one direction, I'll just go at a moderate pace at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you typically plan your month? Like, do you have a calendar planning on which you're gonna do for the week?
Oh, actually, this is where my management, NEMA management, comes in, like, and saves the day.
Okay.
Because like, if it was just me, oh my God, it will be like a chaotic mess. Because like, there's so many things I want to do,
Right.
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, today you gotta prioritize this. Well, I don't follow 100% all the time because like, I get distracted by like the latest project. Like this is the most exciting thing to
Yeah.
do, so this will be put on hold for a bit. So like, but I try to make it orderly, and my management just helps me like make order out of all the chaos.
Right.
You know, we're looking at some of the work that you have, especially your visual art. It feels very inspired by the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
It feels very
definitely.
inspired by the 90s, like that loud, bold colors with the shapes that you can actually draw. And when you take a look at the art that you create and some of the other parts there that we saw, it felt like it's merging into making like the 2000s a bit, popping out as well. Is that what you feel is your signature? Like a bit of a throwback, a bit of a retro,
Yes.
bring it to the modern age?
Actually, like it's unintentionally nostalgic because like I don't want to intentionally make people feel nostalgic, but this
Yeah.
is just kind of like my safe space as an artist. This is what I loved drawing as a kid because like for a time I tried to make my art more realistic, more refined,
Yeah.
to fit into the fine art kind of like shape, but I just couldn't because that's not really my comfort zone. So I went back to like what I loved drawing as a child, as a teen, and that kind of became my signature art style.
And I'm seeing on screen, speaking of art, we're about to wrap up National Arts Month. And so as an artist, what can you say about the Philippine art scene? Because you were just at the Philippine Art Fair as well.
Oh yeah, as much as like I'm an introvert, I do go out sometimes when it comes to like art, when it comes to stuff I'm passionate
Yeah.
about. And the art fair was one thing I didn't want to miss because like there's a lot of editorial involved from different artists. You get to see their point of views on topics we're all familiar with. And that's what I love seeing, like, oh, that's a good twist on this thing we're already familiar with.
Right.
And you kind of gotta stay updated in the art scene because like you look away for a second and like the entire art scene's different.
Yeah.
So that's why I like going to these like art fairs and like exhibits because like it's kind of like updating yourself in the real world because not everything is on your phone. Like you gotta
Right,
like
yeah.
go outside, touch some grass, have some tactile experiences once in a while, and that's why I love going to art fair.
As a content creator, what is your like dream collab?
Dream collab? Oh my god! Actually, I haven't had a solid answer for this for a long time, but since you guys were talking about him, I'd love to like have a chat with Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien,
Or like,
Oh my gosh.
or even like let's make it close to home, like a collab with Bitoy. Like the last time like I interacted with him was when I was a kid, because like I was friends with one of his kids. But like I'd love to have like a catch up with him, or like throwback to Bubble Gang maybe,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
skit
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be perfect.
Yeah, and we need to explain to Mo who Bitoy is later on.
Oh, okay.
But
I
yeah.
was gonna ask later.
Oh, he's
after
like
the
him
podcast.
now.
one of the
How would you
most
explain?
popular
Yeah.
comedians here. I'd say
Yeah.
he's like
Michael-
he's like the Robin Williams of the Philippines.
Oh.
Kind of like that.
That's actually a good comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Watch
love
him.
him. I love him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to that collab soon.
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah.
Tito Bitoy, if you're watching,
He
collab
knows how to
tayo.
do it as a show.
But, yeah, Rax, when you look at your path forward right now,
Yes.
obviously, when you're a content creator, it feels like sometimes that you're maybe in like a hamster wheel. You're trying to produce more and more content. That's a bit similar.
Yes.
When you're trying to change things up, moving forward, do you have anything in mind already?
Actually, very timely question, because right now, as a content creator, I'm like, can I really do this Conyo thing forever? Because like eventually, people are gonna grow tired of it. And I think it's more about just being able to adapt to how the world is going. You can't really plan it. That's what I've learned about TikTok. You can't plan how to go viral. You just gotta keep trying new things and like trying to see like what's uso now and like how can I do my own take on it, or how can I do the opposite, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of ride the wave.
You know, I just want to point out, you called him Rax kanina. Your Conyo came out. Hey, Rax.
Wait
Ay,
lang. But
wow.
we're not there yet, okay? You have no idea how deep this can go,
I
Mo.
was like, wow.
You have no idea.
Rax is like beginner level
Yeah,
Conyo.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
bringing out Paula's
You can say like
Conyo-ness.
Raxki
Rexy.
for like if you want to make it really Conyo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could.
Raxki, so ikaw, Pauski.
No, but then no,
Pauski.
Pauski, yeah. But the problem is there's so many Paulos in the world. It's like the Bea also. Like they're
Yeah.
like we literally.
Like si Bea A.
Bea,
I would say Miggy is the top.
Miggy is probably
picks the cake.
Miggy and then Gab.
Miggy, Gab, Pao. It's
Pao,
like
yeah,
top
that's
10.
true.
Top 10 Conyo names.
Yeah.
Hindi ba yung mga Inigo?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also actually my real name is also on the list. I'm Rafael.
Rafael.
And there's
Oh.
so many
Yeah, yeah,
Apas,
yeah.
Rafs.
Rafsky.
Yeah.
Rafsky could work. Yeah.
No, kasi mine's worse
learning.
because my first name is Paulo, my second name is Gabriel. So there's
double Conyo.
yeah, there's no hiding from
Yeah.
it. And then yung nag-grade school ako sa CSA, and then nag-high school ako sa Zobel. So it does not get
Dami.
better, right?
Yeah.
It's just one
What
of
is
those things.
what is with our mom's generation of like these angelic names?
Yeah.
They love the angel names.
They do, they
Yeah.
do.
Because
Like,
they're hoping for their kids to be angels.
And what happened?
But
What happened there?
don't name your kids of what you want them to be, all right? That's simple as
Balik na rin yung
that.
mangyari.
Oh, I mean, like, are we saying we're not angels?
I mean, not
we're
us.
not,
us.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
just other people.
blind item na lang.
Yeah, blind item, right? Lahat yung kung may kilala kayong Paolo o Rafael na iba, sila.
Yeah.
We're
not,
talking
not
about
us,
them.
not us.
You know, this is
We're
kind of
angels.
like when you go to a coffee shop that's near, those big universities,
Oh
and you
my
hear
God.
all these kids. You're just sitting there in the middle, and you're hearing the conversation. That we're like, yeah, but
That's so accurate.
That's accurate. But you know, we're
Yes.
making fun of the accents. We're not making fun, at the moment, of what they're actually saying.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole different...
Oh my God,
I need
yeah.
to experience
The
like the actual
topic.
uncensored
Yeah.
one.
There's this one
Yes.
content creator recently. He went to Ateneo and asked people randomly how much a train ticket is.
Oh, I saw that.
That
I
is
saw
insane because it's accurate. And Lasal yan yung host.
Yeah,
So,
of course he's not gonna sabotage his own school.
Of course.
He's gonna go to the other side.
kasi may train station sa harap ng campus natin, okay? Alam natin.
We see the train every day.
We see the train every
Yeah.
Do we get on it?
Yeah. Sometimes. Kung kailangan.
You know,
Minsan.
Paring Raxy, I'm so
Paring-
Paring
that
Raxy,
kinda
thank
works,
you
that
for
kinda
bringing
works.
me into your Conyo world. I am learning so much.
But Rax,
Thank
if we
you.
want to see your art, we know your TikTok, but then can you just shout out your socials, especially for your visual art?
Oh yeah, for my visual art, that's at Raco Draw Stuff. But if you want to check out all my other platforms, that's at Raco Bell. It's a pun on Taco Bell. Because you know
love that.
that time when like Uso magkapun
Yeah.
usernames? I just never changed it.
Yeah, no,
So yeah,
no,
you can
no.
check it out there.
That's respect. All right, thank you so much. That's Raco Ruiz, visual artist and content creator. Boy, we wasted a lot of time on being Conyo.
That was fun.
I'd say it was worth it.
Worth it, 100%.